Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I would like to read an article entitled Australian Maritime Unions Declare Victory After Court Bans Triggers at Svitzer. Australia's Maritime Union leaders have hailed as a victory Friday's Fair Work Commission's or FWC order of a 6-month suspension of all industrial actions over a 4-year enterprise bargaining dispute at Svitzer, Australia's largest tugboat operator. Maritime workers must draw the necessary conclusions from the union's response. If a 6-month ban on all strikes is a victory, what else do the unions have in store for the tugboat crews and workers more broadly? Svitzer tugboats at Port Kembla, New South Wales. The rallying came in response to a provocative maneuver by the company last week, announcing that its 592 towage workers would be locked out indefinitely from midday Friday. Svitzer has a more complete monopoly on tugboat operation at Australia's port, so the actions would have effectively shut down the country's shipping industry. This would have resulted in thousands of workers throughout logistics being stood down or knocked off short shift. A consequence that is only possible because decades of union-enforced enterprise agreements have allowed full-time positions to be slashed and replaced with casual and contract labor. In response to the FWC decision, Maritime Union of Australia MUA National Secretary Patrick Crumlin claimed that Svitzer had been dismissed in the most humiliatingly public way possible by the industrial empire. Crumlin did not mention that the empire had stripped workers of any right to engage in any industrial action for the next 6 months. Even before Thursday's initial statement from the FWC that industrial actions will be terminated or suspended, the MUA, Australian Maritime Officers Union, or AMOU, and Australian Institute of Marine and Power Engineers, had all written to Svitzer to withdraw industrial actions until after Christmas. Svitzer threatens a lockout was a calculated move to convince the FWC and the federal Labor government to step in and shut down workers' stoppage on the basis that they posed a threat to the national economy. Under Australia's draconian industrial relations law, an order to suspend or terminate industrial action applies to both parties, workers and the company, regardless of who initiated the actions that prompted the ban. While Svitzer was hoping for a complete termination rather than a suspension, the industrial court has essentially delivered that the company sought a guarantee of no disruptions to operations and profit, even the limited extent allowed by the sporadic and isolated stoppage called by the maritime unions. The company's perspective to terminate its current enterprise agreement has not been abandoned. Hearings are due to resume in the FWC on December 8 over Svitzer applications to do so. This move, launched by the company in February, would force workers into industrial award, slicing pay in half and destroying hard-won conditions. In a media statement issued on Friday, Svitzer hailed the FWC's suspensions, declaring, We welcome certainly this brings to our customers and stakeholders. While workers have been shackled by the FWC ruling, the company is free to conduct its business unhindered, with the exceptions of imposing another lockout that could possibly include sacking or loss changes to working conditions. The union are in complete agreement at a rally held at Port Botany in Sydney on Friday to protest the lockout. MUA Sydney Deputy Branch Secretary Paul Garrett said the FWC ruling was a really good achievement today and an absolute loss for Svitzer. This is a bald-faced lie. The purpose of the ruling and its enthusiastic support by both Svitzer and the unions in the hope it will remove the danger of a rebellion of workers to union management deal, eliminate all coverage of the struggle from the media and further isolate the maritime workers. The union not only accepted the authority of the anti-worker FWC, they welcomed the strike ban and promoting the Albanese government's proposed industrial relations legislation that would grant the industrial court even more power to shut down strikes. The union celebrations of Friday's anti-democratic and pro-business ruling should stand as warning for Svitzer workers about what the union bureaucracies and management and preparing behind closed doors. MUA Sydney Branch Secretary Paul Kering outlined the union's perspective on Friday, telling workers, We say to Svitzer, get back to the bargaining table and finish this agreement. What lies ahead for workers, as long as they struggle in the hand of the union bureaucracy, is an enterprise agreement that will slash their wages and conditions, whether it is brokered in union management talks or imposed by the industrial courts. The company offered a pay rise of just 1.5% in this year, far below the official annual inflation rate of 7.3%, is a provocation. This massive wage cut in real terms follows an almost 4-year pay freeze, as workers have had no increase since January 2019. Svitzer is also seeking to lower manning levels, increase casualizations, and slash minimum shift duration as part of an ongoing drive to place all the costs of the delays and inconsistent schedules inherent to the shipping industry into the backs of workers. To avoid this fate, workers must take matters into their own hands. This means making a conscious break to the unions and establishing new organization of struggle, rank and file commits through which to democratically discuss, plan and direct a fight for deal improvement to wages and conditions. Svitzer workers should reach out at the broadest layers of the working class, not just in Australia, but around the world, who all face similar attacks on their living and working conditions. Inflation and interest rates are soaring globally. The threat of global nuclear war is becoming more real each day, and the COVID-19 pandemic is continuing to destroy health and lives as a result of the Let It RIP policies of capitalist government. So that's all the article. Don't forget to watch my another video, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.